Coming here and just to announce the breaking news of Simon Guobadia and Portia Williams just heard they will be getting divorced. Now, this is for those of you who've been following the story. Just a couple of days ago, I mentioned and came up here to talk about the swirling rumors to do with Simon, who's Nigerian born, who apparently went to America in 1982. And ever since 1982, he's been running into the law to do with credit card fraud, bank fraud, ID fraud, immigration fraud. I went ahead in my video to explain some of the allegations facing Simon. Now, if you want to, please go back and check back on that video. But surprise, surprise, again, barely a week ago, we heard about Portia Williams coming back to the Real Housewife of Atlanta season 16, which, of course, including myself, made a lot of people feel like this is just the boost that the franchise needed to jumpstart and get it moving again. So we kept hearing about these rumors about Simon. It's been going on since before they got married in November 22nd or around about in 2022, which of course you could tell is barely 15 months that they got married. Now, nobody kind of expected that this marriage would last, but we didn't expect it to be so soon. I mean, let's face it, the way Portia Williams got involved with Simon got a lot of people talking about Portia, and unfortunately, she and Simon have not even hit near 4-year mark he hit with Fallon, who was married to Simon, who was supposed to be a friend to Portia, and Portia gave us the impression in that season 13, I think it was, or 14, that Fallon was a friend, but it turned out that she more or less snatched Simon from Fallon, and they eventually got divorced. And around that time, there was a lot of rumors across different channels on YouTube as to the authenticity of Simon Guobadia. Some even at one point alluded that Simon is related to a very wealthy Nigerian family called the Guobadia family, which turned out not to be true. Now, of course, it would appear now that all the rumors we've been hearing online about possible deportation of Simon might just be more serious than we realize. The fact that Portia herself decided that she wants to divorce her husband would suggest that she, as the wife, must know something we do not know. But what we do know is that when Simon went to America in 1982, he got involved with identity fraud, credit card fraud, and in fact was convicted on those accounts and later deported. And for some reason, within 2 weeks, Simon managed to come back to the United States. How? We do not know, but rumors had it allegedly he had already made himself a fake ID. And with that fake ID, he was able to come back into the United States. And at that time, he was also involved with an American woman, whom, of course, was one of the reasons why immigration denied Simon his naturalization, pointing that they did not believe that he had a genuine marriage with the woman he was involved with at the time. So Simon later, in between that time, he got back to America and about to be deported a second time, he managed to find a loophole to do with some agricultural scheme that allowed immigrants to be granted naturalization. He hopped on that. And so it would appear, based on that, that he must have ended up acquiring his green card at the time under false name, which begs the question today. Of course, there were other crimes along the way up to the time they got married. Who did Portia Williams marry? That's a question for you to answer. But as someone said, there seems to be something so sinister about all these people that go and have lavish weddings. And what is it? Because we all saw that Portia and Simon did have a fantastic, beautiful, lavish wedding. Not personally didn't impress me, but that's what the people online like to see. And so one would wonder, and rumor had it that Portia used a lot of her girls' trip money and poured into that wedding. And it will again beg the question, all that waste of money, flashing, showing off, was it really worth it? Now, we don't know why and who leaked this immigration fraud, even though a couple of channels online allegedly implied that Portia Williams may have been the one who exposed Simon. But we don't know. But it must have taken someone that really knows Simon to bring it online to expose that he is in the United States under false pretext, which again, although Portia is going to file for divorce, it means to say that their marriage, their wedding, was under a false name. Can you imagine? I mean, everybody thought Portia Williams is now living their best life. And sometimes I even begin to wonder what must Fallon, the previous wife who Simon literally dumped for Portia, be feeling. Like they say, you lose them the way you get them. And apparently, as we speak, Simon has been spending a lot of time in Dubai, linked to some woman, and some people have the rumor allegedly. Is he now trying to make a new life for himself in Dubai with some new woman who may not even know what is going on? Well, that remains to be seen, because people like Simon, quite honestly, even the audacity, we are not talking about once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times running into the law for the same issue, only for him, for some reason, because he went ahead trying to file for, yet again, after being denied quite a few times, he wanted to file for his American naturalization after 42 years. Now, if it was me, I'm not quite sure if that was smart, or was that the beginning of grandeur false confidence by Simon, because apparently it was alleged that the lawsuit he was sending against the immigration was more or less implying that after he's been in America all this while, he should be allowed to stay on. But was that really a wise move? I'm not sure. Because at the end of the day, I don't know what gave Simon Guobadia the impression that just the same way he took Portia, I heard, went to Nigeria posing and getting into some high places. And of course, those ones there were impressed that he was bringing an American actress or reality show personality, and kind of opened doors for him. Did he really think that the immigration office would have overlooked all the lies, all the convictions, all the numerous allegations against him to do with fraud? And you all know, where it concerns bank fraud, credit card fraud, not even identity fraud, don't joke with American immigration. You might as well forget it. It's as good as none. But something in Simon kept pushing him, and he ended up exposing himself. Or is it that it was actually someone else who exposed him? Anyway, if Portia, as we just learned, is filing for divorce, well, that tells you she does not want to be another Teresa Judas, end up allowing someone like Simon pull her down. Now, I'd like to hear from you in my comment box. Do you think this is a wise move by Portia Williams to file a divorce immediately against Simon? Do you think it's a wise move, or is that what you would have expected of Portia? Because at the end of the day, Although, Portia was always telling us she was living every day as her best life, that may be so. One wonders, was there even any true love, or was it just money? All I can say for Portia's sake is that it's a good thing she never sold her old home. So at least now she will have somewhere to move back and start her life all over again. And what a good timing for Portia that she has this deal with Bravo to come back. At least now, with all the contracts she has with them, she'll be able to earn and keep her earnings going and keep herself going. Or could there be another woman linked to Simon in Dubai? Do you think so? Because Simon has been spending a lot of time in Dubai saying it's all for business. But as people know and ask the question, what business? Because Simon does not, to the best of anyone's knowledge, really have any real business keeping him in Dubai. So could Portia have felt something or seen something and wanted to have her own way back? Who actually leaked this problem of Simon's to immigration? Who exposed Simon? Anyway, I'd like to hear what you have to say. My name is Saije. I just want to jump in here and, chat with you guys and find out and let you know what's going on the YouTube streets. So it's been literally confirmed that Portia Williams is filing for divorce on Simon. And on this note, I'd like to hear from you. Drop me your comment. Let me know what you think. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.